What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today, and we're going to be picking up from where we left off on the last video that I did, because I haven't done a video in a while. My apologies for that. I've just been super busy. Okay, so my apologies for that. I'm back now, and obviously I'm just going to share with you some of the moves that I've made this week. I wasn't planning on taking a trade, but literally it's like itchy fingers. I had to get involved. So I did, right? So basically what I did was, let me find the place. Right, so on Monday, no, this is Monday 7 in the morning. Nope, it's a little bit later than that. About 11. Okay, so I took my trade here on the Monday, give or take, right? So I went in here with a buy, right? Basically, I had a look at some of the comments that was being left by you awesome Piptonites. Okay, so I definitely appreciate you guys for leaving that comment. So I looked at it, I checked out my analysis, and I was like, you know what? These guys are right. The Piptonites are right. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, why wait for it to get up there when I could have just jumped in? And literally, I would have stayed, right, and waited for it to get up there, and then obviously aim to catch the reversal on its way back down again, right? So I made a move. I took a trade over here on the Monday. I had my stop down here that I turned into a trailing stop, right? And literally, I was shaking out at this level right here. So I was shaking out during the FOMC situation that was yesterday, right? So I had my trailing stop just above, because it was starting to consolidate around this area. So I thought, oh, you know what, this would be a safe place to pull it. If it moves against me, then literally I'll be out with a little bit of something. Even if it does the parabolic push to the downside, hopefully it's not going to take me all the way into the red. It's just going to push me a little bit down, and I should get out with a little bit of something. That was my thinking. So I put my trailing stop there. The news broke, so I think it was the 7 o'clock news that actually took me out in the evening. So it took me out, and then it went all the way up to where my TP was, right, which was annoying to see, but it happened, right? So those are the moves. So at the moment, I'm not in anything at the moment, because I'm waiting for a situation, and I think that situation has arrived, okay? But I do need to take my time before I do anything in there. So what situation am I talking about? I'm talking about price making its way up to one of these levels, because in the last video I said it was going to do a pullback, right? And it did. So it did a pullback, right? And then it pushed up, and I said this level right here. But what it's done is it's gone up a little bit higher. All right, so it's gone up a little bit higher at the moment, which is fantastic. And now what we have, if you look at what's going on in regards to the overall candle shape that we have right now as of the making of this video, right? So if I just zoom in, let's just okay, so what we can see is we're having a bit of a parabolic push to the upside. There's a lot of buyers and sellers in this zone right now, and obviously they're having a little battle, so we're going to see who wins, and whoever wins, we're going to take their side. You know how it goes, right? So this is where we are at the moment. Now there is something that I have spotted, okay, and this is in relation to the moving average. So let me turn the moving average on, right? So there it is. We can see the moving average in all its glory. Let's put this back, and we're going to go to the day, right? Now if we go to the day, right, because I've actually done a short on this as well. So I've done a short on this concept, right? And we're now about to see a live action situation possibly take place on the day, which is an extremely powerful signal. So as it stands right now, the moving average looks like it's about to cross, right? So let me just zoom in. So, and that is the 9 moving average and the 200 moving average. So this one here is the 200 moving average, and this one here is the 9 moving average. Actually, let me double check it, because I do alternate it a fair bit. So sometimes I use it, sometimes I use the 20, sometimes I use the 9. It just depends. Okay, so it's the 20, right? So this one here is the 20, and it's about to cross. Let's have a look if we did the 9 and see what that would tell us. Let's have a look, see. Okay, so if you do a 9, it's already crossed. We already have that cross. But I prefer to get the cross on the 20. It's a bit stronger for me. right? So we're just going to keep it as that. But if you do it on a 9, you already have the cross, right? So at the moment, as it stands, we're looking at a really good signal on a bullish move to the upside. So price could be pushing up some more, okay? And the cross on the day essentially means that it is going to be flying up a little bit more. So it might even go past this level and possibly this level over here, okay? But however, like I say, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It is super important that you do your own homework, that you understand how you do these things in regards to trading the markets before you go in there with your live money. It is super important. So do take everything I'm saying with caution, right? So with all of that covered, getting back to what my thinking is right now. So as it stands, this level that we did over here is now irrelevant because price is broken all the way through it. So we don't need that anymore. The daily lows and the daily high, we're going to keep them in place because it still have its benefits for us, right? The benefits are still there and we can still make use of it. So what is the likelihood of price going down to 12,960.03? What is the chances that price will come to this zone right here, bearing in mind that it's very close? And do you guys think at this level there's a chance that price will begin to pull back down, right? Also, do you think there is a good chance that the 200 moving average and the 20 moving average will cross at this level, or will it just bounce all the way down? Because don't forget, there is another situation that we also need to bear in mind, which is this overall structure that we're seeing over here. It is a downtrend, okay? It is a downtrend. If we get a push that is higher than this one, then we can say that, okay, structure of the downtrend has been broken, and all we need to do is just wait for a pullback wherever it settles at. So if it keeps pushing up and it goes past 13,894.70, so this is the area that I'm talking about. If it goes past this level right here, okay, then we can expect that the overall structure of the bearish trend has broken, and we may be back in the good times. And when I mean the good times, I'm talking about all of this situation that we had that was going on for years, literally. And obviously this is the big situation here, you know, the situation that if I talk about, obviously it could wreak havoc, so we're not going to talk about it. But we all know 2 years locked in your house, right? That was that over here. But apart from that, you had the move going all the way up. These were the golden days, right? Now we may be returning back to that over here. It may actually be happening. So for example, if price pushes up past this level, not saying that's 100% what is going to happen, but most analysts, including myself, will assume the bearish run is over and we're now back in the bull run, right? At which point we're obviously going to be looking for positions for a buy to the ride to the upside. Okay, so a lot of people are going to be buying and holding for a long time because we want price to go past 16,745.59 basically, right? So that's how this overall situation is looking right now, right, in terms of what I'm seeing. So in the short term, the non-farm payroll comes out tomorrow. We just have to wait and see in terms of what direction market moves in. I kind of think price is not going to continue to push up. It is going to pull down, right? Or most likely over the night, so over the early hours of the morning into the opening of non-farm payroll, we could get a pullback from the structure somewhere down here, somewhere to around here somewhere. It could happen, and then maybe when non-farm payroll is then released, we get a push to the upside, especially if there is no change from what is being predicted. And on that note, I'm just going to take a quick look at what is going on in regards to the non-farm payroll for tomorrow. So what they're basically saying is the forecast is 193,000, right? That's what they're saying the forecast is. I had a look at, I did some fundamental research today, so I was looking at a number of websites, and they all are on the side of the report could come out as actual, right? Now, in saying that, it's also important to know that these guys don't actually know. I don't know. None of us know apart from the guys that are in this place and they're all making their guesses, right? So they're saying, oh, there's a good chance that obviously it's going to be 193k in regards to it's going to be actual. Me personally, I don't have an opinion as to what it's going to be. I just wait for the data to be released. I don't try to predict anything. I've learned that lesson the hard way when it comes to the market. Don't try to predict where it's going to go or what it's going to do. Just wait for it to turn around or do whatever it's doing and just follow it. That's all you do. It's just easy as that, and then you get paid. It's simple as that. And so far, that seems to be working. So with all of that covered, my awesome people from all around the world, I want to thank you for coming over to watch another episode of NAS100 analysis today. If you're new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. And also, if you find the content super useful and obviously you want to support the content, drop us a super thanks, okay? Because obviously you guys are making bank over there, so you know, dropping a little super thanks to say, hey, you know, maybe I could use that to obviously get a coffee on you, or just basically just put it towards more fundamental websites where I can get more data, and obviously I get that data and I bring it to you, and then I leave it to you to make the decisions. So with all of that covered, so for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.